Hi everyone, this video is about making a sleeve placket. This is just one of the many ways of doing so. Now here is my one-piece placket. This side is what I call the under placket, and this side is what I call the over placket. And I am adding an interfacing to the over placket. Now I will do the ironing of the interfacing to the over placket. Then after that, I will be forming the seam allowance on either side of the placket. And the seam allowance is a 1/4 inch. Now I will be using this pattern to guide me in forming the seam allowance. Now the top portion of the over placket is rectangular. This is what I chose for my over placket, but you can always make the top of the over placket pointy. It's like a triangular or like a roof of a house if you want to. But for my sleeve, I'm going to make a rectangular top of the over placket. Now here's the sleeve. This is the right arm sleeve. This is the inner side of the sleeve. This is the outer side of the sleeve. And this part here is the pleat. And this part here folds over. And becomes like that. So the placket goes here. So this line is about halfway between here and the seam allowance. So I made a mark pair. And I'm going to match the mark on this placket to the mark on the sleeve. So the outer side of the placket is meeting the inner side of the sleeve. And I'm going to saw along this line, this rectangular line, Now let's do that. Next, I will cut right in the middle of the stitching and stopping from 1/2 inch from the top, and I'm going to be cutting like a V-shape cut, but I'm not gonna cut through the stitching. Now let's turn them over. Like so. Now I'm gonna do the ironing here. The seam allowance towards the placket. And now I'm going to position this under placket like so. And I'm going to do the top stitching on the edge of the placket. I'll be stitching about 1/16 of an inch. Just I could have used the regular one, the regular presser foot, but I'm gonna use this. It has a guide right there. There. Now I will continue doing the overplacket. So far we have this. Then what I'm gonna do is position it like this, and then I'm going to top stitch here. Just make sure you are covering every piece of fabric that's underneath. I'll make sure I cover that. I'm not going to backstitch because I'm going to run my stitching over the previous stitching later. Oh, might as well backstitch. So there it is. Over placket, over the under placket. Good, not bad. Now I'm going to do the other one now, but I'm not going to show it to you. Okay, thank you.